Welcome to the Petti Pest Control training class on the new generation termite baits. Today, we will be discussing the Centricon termite system with the active ingredient Nova Flumaron, and the competition bait system, Trelona Annual Termite Bait System with the active ingredient Nova Luron. If you notice that both active ingredients appear almost the same, well, it is because they are basically the same. So let's talk about it. In contrast to conventional liquid termiticide applications, which necessitate subslab drilling, soil injection, foundation trenching, and rotting, all of which carry the risks of chemical spills, soil contamination, and environmental hazards, the introduction of new baits has revolutionized subterranean termite treatment. Termite baits represent a significant advancement, benefiting not only termite control companies and homeowners, but also the environment. Therefore, it is important to understand what they are. How do they work? When do they not work? How can this product harm me, others, or the environment?
In contrast to liquid, soil-injected termiticides, which are toxic upon contact and spread through transfer, baits function as insect growth regulators, unlike neuron nerve or stomach toxins. This makes the process virtually safe, providing baits with a significant advantage over toxic liquid treatments. How do they work? Termite exoskeletons are made of chitin. Chitin is the standard structural material for the exoskeletons of insects, arachnids, and crustaceans. Both are insect growth regulators that act as potent chitin synthesis inhibitors. It works by disrupting the formation of chitin, the essential component of an insect's exoskeleton, causing larvae to die during molting. When do the baits not work? Both work, but they are patient systems. It takes time from introduction to elimination. Can baits cause harm to pets, animals, humans, or the environment? What are the risks? While both types carry cautionary labels, their minimal risk to humans makes these baits significantly more appealing and widely used compared to liquid treatments. They offer both safety and effectiveness. You can't really understand the baits without a working knowledge of termite biology. Subterranean termites are extremely unique and efficient as a colony insect. It all starts with a physogastric queen. Physogastric refers to the characteristic of certain insects, especially termites, having a greatly distended or swollen, membranous abdomen. This condition, known as physogastry, allows the abdomen to enlarge significantly to accommodate highly developed ovaries, enabling massive egg production. Eastern subterranean termite queens in mature colonies can lay hundreds to over 1,000 eggs per day, or up to 10,000 per year. While younger colonies produce fewer, an established, older queen can rapidly increase production to ensure colony survival. The eggs will develop into larvae and typically undergo several molts, shedding their exoskeletons as they grow towards the next stage. During this process, the colony determines the caste of the developing termites, producing soldiers, nymphs, and workers. The workers are essential, as they are responsible for feeding the entire colony. Nymphs can develop into alates, commonly known as swarmas. Every spring, these swarmas are expelled from the nest with wings, flying short distances before dropping their wings to become king and queen termites, establishing new colonies. The bait's active ingredient works by being fed to the queen by the workers as they consume cellulose, wood containing the bait. The queen then begins to produce genetically flawed termites. As these termites hatch and begin their molting process, the bait disables their ability to molt. Consequently, they perish within their own exoskeletons. With the workers ceasing production, there are no termites to feed the others, including the queen. Without sustenance, the colony will eventually perish, resulting in complete elimination. It is crucial to understand that with baits, eradication is not a singular event, but rather a process.
The feeding process employed by subterranean termite workers to nourish the colony is termed trophallaxis. This process involves the transfer of liquid food and other fluids among members of a social insect colony, such as termites, through either mouth-to-mouth or anus-to-mouth regurgitation. It functions as a vital communication system, facilitating the distribution of essential nutrients. Examining the Centricon system in operation, Centricon stations are strategically positioned just outside the drip line of the structure, spaced approximately 8 to 10 feet apart. Subterranean termites are constantly foraging for sustenance to feed the colony. The bait stations are equipped with active bait designed to attract the worker termites. Upon consumption of the bait, the workers are not immediately killed. Instead, the system leverages the workers to transport the bait to the queen through trophallaxis. The queen remains unaware of the product's introduction and continues her normal egg-laying activities. However, as the developing eggs reach the molting stages, they are unable to molt and subsequently perish. Ultimately, with the absence of worker termites, the entire colony, including the queen, succumbs, a process known as colony elimination. So let's introduce Dr. Y to answer some questions you or our customers might have.
Why do I have to keep paying for the system every year? You said it is a colony elimination system and there has been no activity in the stations for over a year? What's up with that?
It's elementary, my friend. In Virginia, you can find an average of 13 to 25 subterranean termite colonies per acre. Due to high population densities, it is not uncommon to have 3 to 4 separate colonies located under or around a single residential home. Each colony can contain between 60,000 and 5 million termites, with an average colony size of 300,000, my friend. They call it Centricon because it is always on guard for foraging termites. Without it on guard, the home is vulnerable and subject to attack. Is that what you would want?
How do you know the stations are working? You only check them once a year. You used to check them every 90 days. Now only once a year, and the renewal is still the same. Sounds like BS to me, bud.
Silly little boy, Centricon shifted from frequent monitoring to annual inspections primarily due to the introduction of always active technology. The new Recruit HD termite bait, introduced around 2010, is designed to last much longer, eliminating the need for monthly checks to replace consumed bait. Also, decreased handling of the bait increases more frequent activity and feeding. You should not question science, little boy.
You installed Centricon 2 years ago. No reported activity. Now I have termite swarmas. What the hell have I been paying you all to do? What if I have damage? Who is paying for that?
Oh my! You have a very good question, madam. Let me provide you with some insight that might help you understand these little critters better. Keep in mind that Centricon is a patient system. It is 100% effective, but it does require time. It appears that a new, established colony has settled in your area and home. While the system is functioning, it may take some time to eliminate the workers that are sustaining the colony. Additionally, please note that swarmers do not consume wood. Allow me to set up an inspection with one of our managers to better assess the situation.
Hello, all you freaks. Slappy here with some questions for you. Why not Centricon? Why not Trelona? Or, better yet, why now liquid trench and rod treatment? What makes Centricon so special?
Let me take this one, Dr. Y. Slappy, you are not confused. You are just a dummy. That is what it is. However, let me answer your questions. Why Centricon over Trelona? Since its inception in 2010, Centricon has maintained a historically proven track record, which Trelona has yet to replicate. At Petti Pest Control, we prioritize established excellence. The application of liquid subslab, subsurface toxic soil injection poses unacceptable risks to life, property, and the environment. Furthermore, comparative results demonstrate that bait systems outperform liquid applications. Centricon is trusted for the protection of national landmarks, including the White House, the Statue of Liberty, and the Washington Monument, among other prestigious structures.